The Fred Jackson Show on WBBZ TV. Sponsored by Buffalo Wine and Brew, Transit Road, Depew. Brew beer, make wine. The Buffalo Roadhouse Grill, Niagara Falls Boulevard near the 290, where the Buffalonians roam. Duville College, educating for life. On the Rocks Liquor, Discount Liquors, Bailey Avenue, Buffalo. And Reimer Heating and Air Conditioning with the Wizard of Comfort and your hometown comfort professionals. Now, from the WBBZ TV studio at the Eastern Hills Mall, it's time for the Fred Jackson Show with running back Fred Jackson and co-host Bob Kuczynski.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Fred Jackson Show. Very enthusiastic crowd tonight, giving a standing ovation for the Bills captain, Mr. Fred Jackson. See, they didn't even hear me introduce you. They're done clapping. Let's hear it for Fred Jackson. Big show tonight. In the audience tonight, we have the Cheektowaga High School football teams with us tonight. And our special guest tonight is the color analyst from the Buffalo Bills Radio Network, Mark Kelso, is with us. Speaking of radio from 97 Rock, we have DJ Dave Jixter. We have from the Twitterverse, Mr. Brad Gelber is here tonight. And also in the audience tonight, we have the Boy Scouts with us. So let's hear for the Boy Scouts. Okay. And, of course, it's time to start the show. Fred, Fred, I got like a Charlie horse walking in, and my leg is like, but I think I'll be too soon. The world wants to know what's going on with Fred Jackson and Fred's injury, and all day I've been getting text messages and phone calls, and everybody's asking. You weren't available for the media today. So why don't you tell us exactly where you stand, what the injury was, and what the time frame is?
I can't. They've told me 1,000 times today, and I still can't remember what the abductor longus muscle that attaches on your pelvic muscle. I pulled it off a centimeter, so that's what I did. And typically they say 4 weeks to recover. You know me, I'm optimistic though. I don't think it'll be 4 weeks. I'm going to do everything I can to get back out there sooner than that. But it's just one of those freak injuries. You know, I didn't even get hit, and I watched film today, and I could see it before I even took the ball when I'd done it.
Yeah, you can see the minute you took the handoff, before you even got to the line, you started to go down. So this is not something. I mean, what causes this? Did the doctor explain anything to you?
He didn't say anything to me. He said, but it's common among athletes. You know, something that we do when we. Typically, I think it's just from, trying to make an explosive move, and you get hyperextended or you put too much stress on a muscle. But it's one of those things. He said, just rehab and get off of it, and that's going to be the best thing for it.
Now, you were already rehabbing your ankle, and you're kind of rehabbing your knee, and now you got the groin. So I guess the good news is the knee and the ankle are going to be better before the groin. So you pretty much are going to be on the shelf for the next 3 weeks. Just trying to get better.
Just trying to get better. And the thing that makes me mad about it is all on the right side. I wish, it could be the right ankle, left knee, right groin, but it's all on the right side. So, but it's one of those things. We have a great training staff and team doctors, and they'll do everything that they can to get me back as soon as possible.
And what's also nice is, your beautiful wife, Danielle, will be attending to your every need, I'm sure, for the next 3 weeks.
Nope, not at all.
No? You're not?
We have 4 kids, and they come first in the house, and they make sure of it, too. So.
No sympathy in the Jackson
Not
house.
at all.
All right, so you were not able to see the end of the game, the cardiac finish. Explain to us where you were and how you heard of the results.
It's never fun to be in the car on the way to get an MRI, listening to the radio to figure out how the game ends, and that's exactly what I was doing. So I was already in a bad mood because I was going to get an MRI, and then we have all this, drama that my teammates are putting us all through, and But it's all fun when it comes together like it did. I think we're trying to write a movie for Disney or something, the way we're doing these late heroics in all of our games and stuff like that. So, but that's just what it was. I was on the way to get an MRI, and Sammy made a touchdown to catch to win the game.
Well, I think our guest, Mark Kelso from the radio network, might have a bone to pick with you about that comment about having to listen to it and listen to the game in the car. But, well, first of all, before we run out of time for this segment, let's talk about C.J. Spiller, because I know he's a very good friend of yours. He had an even more devastating injury than you did. Talk a little bit about, he underwent surgery today. You talked to him. Tell us a little bit about that.
That's obviously, it's a sad story to hear that the teammate's down for, an injury, the one that he had. And I had an opportunity to talk to him today, and when I spoke with him, he was still a little drugged up. So, and he's going to kill me for, sharing this, but I got to share this story. He told me he'll be back and he'll be ready to go this weekend. So he said that he was waiting on the doctor to come in and release him so he can go to practice tonight and be ready to go this weekend. So
and he broke like 4 different spots.
He broke his collarbone in 4 places. So
whatever the painkiller was they were giving him, it was doing its job.
It was a really good one. Let's just say that. And it was so good he thought he'd be ready for this weekend.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll be joined by Mark Kelso from the Bills Radio Network right after this on the Fred Jackson Show.